In 2021, let's cancel doctors. Let's just do it. No, I'm serious. I don't know if we should cancel the entire profession of medicine, but we need to cancel doctors as our first line of defense when we don't feel well or when something is not functioning. Okay? We need to cancel allopathy. We need to cancel allopathy, which is pills, 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 pills. That's all they do. They don't offer us true root healing. They just don't have the training. And while I know it's very important that we have doctors for certain things, obstetricians, if you have I totally believe in natural childbirth, but let's say something really goes wrong and you need an obstetrician to be able to take that baby out of your body safely. Great. But do we need obstetricians doing at a rate of 30% C-sections? No. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. Like, this is where things are getting crazy. Do we need surgeons for when you get into a car accident and you break your legs and you break your freaking head open? Absolutely. We need that. But we don't need brain surgeons who are like, oh, I see a thing. Let's cut it open. Let's cut. Let's give you pills. Let's give you chemo. Let's learn how to be our own doctor, guys. Okay? Let's cancel that culture. And you know what? They did this to themselves. They put themselves in the position where we have this COVID problem. Okay? They created this freaking nightmare. I have a toxic trait on social media, and it's this. On social media, I like to go onto accounts that not even accounts. Okay, let me lay it out for you. So when I go on social media, I love to look at medical journal pages. I love to look at scientific stuff because I'm a healer and I want to know more about how the body functions, right? And I look, so my Discover page is really a freaking wide gambit of things. It's got pregnancy stuff, it's got fashion, it's got decor, it's got cars, it's got homes, it's got nurses, it's got doctors, it's got everything, right? So because I look at that kind of stuff, what do I get a lot of? I get a lot of, I'm sick of wearing PPE. I am so tired of wearing PPE in the hospital. Wear your mask. And so what I like to do, and plus these things that pop up on my Discover, I don't follow these people's account, but they'll pop up on my Discover. And when I'm scrolling through and I'm just like, let me just rattle a cage really quick. But it's not just to rattle cages, it's to create awareness. It would be so boring for me if every single thing that popped up on my feed was just everyone who's doing juicing and everyone who's doing healing like this. It's boring. Yes, I love having community. I love having all of you guys out here who message me, and I have other people I know who are juicers and da-da-da-da-da. But that's like living in an echo chamber. I don't need... Yeah, it's great to have that affirmation that I'm doing the right thing and I'm watching other people heal. Great. But it doesn't make sense to not see what the other side is talking about, see what the other side is doing, and offer them perspectives that maybe aren't their own perspectives. And people come on my page all the time and offer me perspectives. Like, for instance, I said, don't wear sunscreen. And somebody came on my page and was like, how dare you say don't wear sunscreen? And we had a discussion about it. I wasn't like, go die, which some people, when I go on a thing and I say, this virus has a 99.96% survival rate, I'm no longer wearing a mask. I've actually gotten wished death upon me because I don't want to wear a mask. So that's not the kind of thing I'm talking about, and that cracks me up. But what I do encourage and what I am aiming to do by being a little like, hey, when it says, wear a mask, I'm in PPE, I'm like, no, I'm not wearing a mask because this is ridiculous. This is the survival rate. I want to change their perspective. But the other thing is, they put themselves in this position. They should have stopped prescribing frickety pills to every single person and their mother when they had a slight high blood pressure, a slight sugar problem. How about this, doc? How about put them on a diet? There's all this stuff about karma and reaping what you sow. Well, guess what? You created this monster. And the biggest thing that I took out of my toxic social media trait this week was people saying, there's a lot of susceptible, I had all these people screaming at me because I said I'm not going to wear a mask. And they're like, but you don't understand, there's so many susceptible people. There's so many susceptible people to the virus. You don't care about susceptible people. And I'm like, well, you know what? You guys are supposed to be the educated leaders. We look at doctors, at least I used to, and say, you guys are the leaders. You guys are the most educated people in our society. Literally, you are the most educated people in the society, and yet we have a 30% obesity rate. We have a record number of children getting cancer, birth defects, heart disease, cancers, breast cancer. Autoimmune diseases are literally flying through the roof, and you have the audacity to tell me, read the science, do your research. I'm reading your science. I'm reading your research. What the hell are you doing? You guys are creating more problems, and now they are reaping what they sowed. They had all these susceptible people, and they could have fixed it. They could have done the right thing. They could have done their job. They could have taught nutrition. They could have taught lifestyle. But no, that was too much work. No, let me pay my freaking bills. Let me go on my 17th vacation this year. So I'm going to just prescribe you medications. I'm going to just suggest a surgery that you really don't need. I'm going to just tell you to get this organ out because I got a golf game. So that's what doctors did, and nurses, I feel a little bit more sympathy for them because they don't get paid that well, and so, I don't think they completely knew what they were signing up for, but y'all did this to yourselves, doctors, and now it's time for you to be canceled. Okay? Because you created a monster. You created sick people. And now, people like me are taking your whatever you want to call it, and I'm actually teaching people how to heal. I'm actually a real healer, which feels pretty good, but we're canceling allopathy. We need it for some things, but it should be the last resort. It should not be the first resort. It should be the last resort is to go and get invasive procedures or to have invasive medications, toxic chemistry entering into your body. So let's cancel allopathy in 2021. Let's learn how to actually heal ourselves. And I don't want to say throw that in their faces, but let's just stop showing up to them. Let's just stop giving them power and empower people like myself and other healers out here, even like the medical medium, Dr. Morse, Dr. Sabi. Let's start empowering with that information and start sharing that information. And teaching people how to remineralize, getting people off of alcohol, getting people fit and healthy and in the sun. Okay? Let's do it. It's 2021. It's a 5-year massive change. So let's be the change we want to see and cancel allopathy. If you're interested, I am actually going to be doing a group healing 12-week, only 6 people in the group. And it's individualized because we do the I read first, and we do your herbal protocol will be specific to your issues, your body, your needs. Okay, so that's number 1, and then the 12 weeks will include a module on Kartra that is super in depth and has pre-recorded videos so that you can re-watch it and re-go over the information for yourself anytime you need to. This is like a college course, guys. This is pearls. This is 10 years of healing knowledge that I've collected, and I'll put into this and a community that I want to create because I want to help you guys heal. I want to see people thriving, smiling, happy, and healed. So remember, your health is your wealth, and we all deserve to be rich. We'll talk soon.